Hi everyone! So for those of you who have been following my channel for a really long time, it is long time no see, but I have some excellent news, and that is today was my last day of high school, and I'm really excited about my new adventure in college, and I really plan on being that cool YouTuber who vlogs and does videos in college. That's literally been one of my dreams since I started this channel, was to film in college, so which is really fun. I'm about to go to a music festival this weekend, at Hangout Music Festival. I'm really excited, but that's not what this video is about. If you're new to my channel, I'm maddiebaesasse, and I really like to make short films and talk about things that I'm passionate about. And one of those things that I'm passionate about is college. And I really had one of the more rough experiences applying to colleges, and I learned a lot. So I wanted to make an actual list of things that we could talk about that you guys might not know if you haven't started applying to colleges. Let's go ahead and get started, but I've wanted to film this video for so long, so I hope I do it justice. The first thing I have to say before we get started is that college is not like a cut and dry thing. You can't just like type in your name and then press apply. Like it's not a cut and dry thing, but it can be a beautiful, wonderful process if you let it be a beautiful, wonderful process, because it's going to be one of the most stressful like processes of your life, but the payoff is beautiful and the payoff is wonderful. So if you go about it with the right mindset, you might get the right outcome, the outcome that you want. So because I learned a lot about myself too. Okay, so I wanted to start the video with the biggest thing, in my personal opinion, and every time I toured a college, this was like the first thing that they said. So I think this is the most important thing when applying to colleges, and that is your essay. Okay, this is what I tried to tell people, because I've always been really into writing, so some people would read my essay and be like, oh my gosh, like, what's your secret? Or they wouldn't read my essay and they'd just be like, I don't even know where to start. And I did this to everyone that asked me or talked to me about it. Imagine yourself as a admissions officer, okay? You're sitting in your office, you're sitting there, and it's 9 p.m. at night, you haven't eaten all day, but the school needs these declarations by the end of the night. So you're just reading through, and the essay is the first thing you go to before you look at anything else. And you sit there and you read that this kid went on a mission trip, or this kid volunteers at her local animal shelter, or this kid, like, I can almost tell you what things that these admissions officers sees every time they flip the page. Like, you have to do something that is personal to you. Almost tell it like it's an anecdote. If you guys don't know what an anecdote is, it's just a short story. Instead of making your essay like, I did this, and this in high school, I'm the president of this in high school, they have a whole nother section for that on the application. Make this essay like a story about yourself. I have like a shareable link down below if you guys want to go read my essay that got me into all the schools I applied for, and I'm not that worried that someone's going to copy it, because the schools cross-check every paper, so if anything turns up like mine, then you're screwed. And mine's also really personal to me, and that's another thing, that the essay's good because no one else can use it. You know what I mean? Like, the essay's good because you read it and you finish it and you're like, I kind of know who this girl is. Like, I can almost imagine how she would be in person, and that's the goal of your essay. All they have to look at is numbers, statistics, and stuff, and this is your chance to just tell them how awesome you are, and I can't beg people enough to take advantage of that. If any of you ever want me to read your essays, I definitely will. I've got a Tumblr if you want to do it on Google Docs or something and then send me a shareable link. I'll definitely look over it for you and give you some feedback, but I feel very passionately about that the essay is the reason some people get in and some people do not get in. The next thing that you guys who have not begun applying need to know, your best friends might have the easiest college process ever. They might have, you know, 2 colleges they want to apply for, and they pretty much know they're going to get into both of them. and they both use the same online platforms for applications. And then there's going to be the friend next to you who's applying for 15, and they also got lucky, and all of theirs has the same online application. And then there's going to be you, or me, as an example, who applied for like a middle amount. I applied for like 6 or 7, and almost every one of them had a different online application, which means I couldn't just send the same application to this school to this school. I had to do a completely different application for almost each one of the schools because they required something different. There was maybe 2 of the 7 schools that I applied for that required Common Application. That's like an online platform. It's called Common App, and you kind of just make your Common App and you can click down all the schools you want to send it to. So that one's really easy, but that only marked 2 off my list. And then UF, University of Florida, used a whole nother one that like I felt like nobody used, Coalition, Coalition. And that platform was even crazier to figure out. And so but just to let you guys know, if you guys do apply to a college that uses Coalition, there's a lot of YouTube videos online that helps you manage the website and figure yourself out. You just kind of can't compare your college process to your friends because they could be applying to completely different schools and they could be done within a week. I was working on it for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks because everything was on different applications, so I wasn't able to just use the same application for every college. Also on my Tumblr, if you guys have questions about managing or how to figure out Coalition, let me know because I was in tears one night when I couldn't figure it out. So if any of your schools use Coalition or Common App, let me know and I'll help you. But I would say junior year summer, go on those websites and see if you can start learning how to manage it. If you are able to tour the schools before you apply for them, because there are so many schools that I applied for that I wish I wouldn't have taken the time to do because once I toured it, I hated the school. So if you tour the school and you can't see yourself there, don't waste the time of applying to there because it's pointless. Because even if you get in, you won't even feel like, yay, I got in, because you're like, I don't want to go there, so it doesn't matter. Because it's, oh my gosh. I thought there was a bug, but it wasn't. It was just like my pants. My pants have like a little string. And okay, this is for people who are probably like freshmen and sophomores and you're just really ambitious. Try and maintain your GPA all 4 years because freshman and sophomore years are the biggest years that count. And if you already are a junior and you have a crappy GPA, try and work your butt off because colleges like to see continuous betterment. So if you keep on getting better and better, they do like to see that. You can't use your senior year grades because you're applying to colleges during the beginning of senior year, so you haven't even done any of those grades yet. So you really have to rely on your freshman and sophomore and junior year grades. My next one that really annoyed me with people at my school is that they took the ACT and then got a mediocre score and then just figured they could never do better. And so they just kept that mediocre score and applied with that mediocre score and hoped to goodness that it would get them in the school, and then it didn't. So if you get an ACT score back and you're like, no, then take it again. Like, if you get it back and you're like, whoa, I thought I was smarter than that, I promise you, you are. I took it 7 times, and people think I'm crazy, but I went up a point every time, so chill out. Like, it's worth it. Just don't give up because, yes, it's like one long Saturday that you're gonna have to take it, but I mean, that Saturday might be the reason that you get into a college. That is a 4-year thing. So just, same thing goes with the SAT. I just didn't take the SAT because I hated that test, but some people are really good at it. So same with it. Don't be satisfied with a score that you know can be higher. This is the part where I really learned a lot about myself, and it was not applying to colleges that I didn't think I was good enough for. I didn't apply for a lot of those because I just didn't think I was good enough. And then I'm not going to name the school, and then I got into this really hard school just because I wanted to apply for it. And so now I'm kind of thinking in my mind, I'm like, well, what if I applied for the other ones? Maybe I would have gotten in. So what I did as a junior, my junior year and then beginning of senior year, was I just stayed up late at night looking at statistics. Like, these students didn't get in, and then I'd be like, oh, like, I'm gonna be that student. Like, I just had such a negative mindset about myself because I'm not a bad student. I'm a really great student, and I just kind of didn't see it in myself, and I sort of wish that I did. Anyone out there that feels like they're strong enough to get into some schools but they just don't want to deal with the rejection, apply, okay? Like, you might surprise yourself, because I certainly did. There's this one school that I just was not expecting to get into, and I got in, and it's like, what? You know, like, have some confidence in yourself. And even if you get that rejection, that's just a signal that's like, you don't belong there. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, you're not good enough. It's like, you don't belong there. You won't vibe with that place. I'm just telling you, I'm giving you a signal from the universe that you don't belong there. But you could also get in and like, hey, you should think about this place because I could actually see you there. You know what I mean? So just be confident and don't fall into that loophole that's the internet that's just going to give you statistics after statistics. You're going to go back when you start applying and look at statistics from the year before and the year before and the year before, people who got in and who didn't get in, and you're going to compare yourself, and I promise you it won't get you anywhere. My next tip is to be well-rounded. I know people who are prodigies with music, or they're prodigies with film, or they're prodigies with the ocean, or they're prodigies with cheer or something, but colleges like to see people that are gonna do a little bit of everything, you know? Every single application I had a separate part where I put like, I'm president of this, or I was a member of this, or I achieved this. So don't mention that in your essay. Use your essay as your story. I wanted to end this video for the people who were cool enough to watch till the end of where I'm going to school and an update on my life. And I will be attending the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, the main campus. I'm so excited. I toured that place and I fell in love. Like, to the right of me is the mountains, to the left of me is the Tennessee River, in front of me is the city, like downtown, beautiful, and then behind me is the school. I'm like, what the heck, I love this place. And I don't know if you guys know, but I grew up at the beach, so I'm kind of a beach girl. I've always been so into hiking and nature and kayaking and all of that, so that's really one of the main reasons I picked that school, was because I got a lot of money off there, and as well as the environment. So if any of you guys live in the Knoxville area or are going to UT, let me know and hit me up, because I'll be on campus next year and I'm so excited. Overall, it's just important that you guys are confident within yourselves and you know how much you're worth, and you know that a declination means nothing because it's just a pointer that says, no, you don't need to go here. You are always good enough. You are wonderful and beautiful, and everything will turn out in the end. Let me know what college videos you guys want me to do, and thank you guys so much for watching, and comment something nice if you watched the whole time, because the comments are what make me smile. So bye guys, I really hope you enjoyed this, and don't forget to send your essays to me on Tumblr if you want me to look over them for you, because I really love doing that. I do. Okay, bye guys.